1:35 p.m. the 11th of March 2018, updated 4:19 p.m. the 11th of March 2018. Hundreds of people have been told to wash their possessions following the discovery of traces of a nerve agent in Salisbury, but health officials insist the risk to the public is still very low. Public Health England (FE) issued precautionary advice a week after former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were found slumped on a bench in the Wiltshire city. This was in response to traces of a nerve agent being discovered at the Mill pub and the nearby Zizzi restaurant, both of which the pair visited. Litvinenko, a widow, PM, did nothing. After my husband's death, what is a nerve agent and how does it work? He said those who visited the pub between 1:30 p.m. last Sunday and 11:10 p.m. on Monday, and the restaurant between 1:30 p.m. on Sunday and 9 p.m. the next day, should take action. This includes machine washing clothes worn that day, double bagging clothes worn that day which would normally be dry cleaned and wait for further advice, wiping possessions such as mobile phones, purses and wallets with baby wipes, hand washing jewelry. A source at Zizzi has told Sky News that the possessions and work clothes of staff were removed by authorities and burned in the wake of the poisoning. Dr. Jenny Harries, joint director at FE England, defended the decision to issue the guidance a week after the poisoning. She said, "It's really important to understand the general public should not be concerned. There is, on the evidence currently, a very low risk. We work with our colleagues here on a continuous risk assessment basis. When we get new information, we continuously risk assess groups of people who may have become exposed. From the evidence we have in front of us, as new evidence becomes available, we act on that immediately. Most people who will have been at the pub will have washed the clothes they were in. The immediate risk, we're not anticipating, on our current evidence, seeing new patients coming forward. This is about a very, very small risk of repetitive contact with traces of contamination that people may have taken out. The advice we are giving today about washing clothes, very simple things that will remove that risk as we go forward." Fears and nervousness in city rocked by double agent attack. Who is Russian double agent Sergei Skripal? Fewer than 500 people would have been in either venue, according to Chief Medical Officer Professor Dame Sally Davies. She said, "Rigorous scientific analysis continues, but we have now learnt that there has been some trace contamination by the nerve agent in both the Mill pub and Zizzi's restaurant in Salisbury. I am confident this has not harmed the health of anyone who was in the Mill pub or Zizzi's restaurant. However, some people are concerned that prolonged long-term exposure to these substances may, over weeks and particularly months, give rise to health problems. I'm therefore advising, as a belt and braces approach, that people who are in Zizzi's or the Mill during the specified times should clean the clothes they wore and the possessions they handled while there. This is precautionary advice aimed at only those people who were at the venues at these times, which I believe to be below 500 people." Mr. Skripal, 66, and his daughter, 33, remain in a critical but stable condition in hospital. Detective Sergeant Nick Bailey, who was taken to hospital after falling seriously ill when he responded to the emergency, is conscious and in a serious but stable condition. The pub and restaurant are among a number of locations that have been cordoned off across the city. Sky News has also witnessed the military sealing off an area around Bourne Police Station and removing a number of cars. Temporary Chief Constable Keir Pritchard of Wiltshire Police said he was unable to clarify how long the crime scenes will remain in place.